Let's get to some sports news because we have to do this before the great Shamar Moore comes on, before my man Rich Paul, LeBron James, Draymond Green's agent comes on the show, along with a host of other things that I'm talking about, to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. Because if the Lakers ever wanted a temperature check on LeBron James' commitment, here was his chance. Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. decided to lob a call in the 24 hours before last week's trading deadline and try to convince the Lakers to trade LeBron James to the Golden State Warriors to pair up with Steph Curry, reports Ramona Shelburne and Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. Warriors owner Joe Lacob called Lakers Governor Jeannie Buss to move the process along. In the end, the answer was returned resoundingly on the eve of the trade deadline. Paul told Lacob and Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. that James had no interest in the trade and wanted to remain a Laker, sources said. When Dunleavy reached out to Lakers GM Rob Pelinka in those pre-trade deadline hours, Dunleavy had been told the same. The Lakers wanted to keep James, sources said. LeBron will likely remain in Los Angeles this summer too, despite having a player option where he can be a free agent. Let me give you the lowdown right now. The Golden State Warriors offered Klay Thompson. They offered picks. The Los Angeles Lakers wanted Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not guessing, I'm not asking. Figure out how the hell I know, but know that I know. It's exactly what transpired. LeBron James immediately thwarted all of that because he wasn't interested in leaving Los Angeles. A lot of reports out there saying his agent, Rich Paul, who's going to be on this show in a matter of minutes to explain in detail and give us specifics in regards to that, he'll speak for himself, but they were saying he killed the deal, according to numerous reports. I'm here to tell you, he didn't have an opportunity to kill a report because LeBron James wasn't interested in departing from Los Angeles to go to San Francisco. Does he want to play with Steph Curry? Absolutely he does. Does he want to go to San Francisco to do it? Absolutely not. I fantasize and imagine, oh my God, what if LeBron James and Steph Curry were on the same team? Because I happen to believe that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God has ever created. Ever. I've never seen a person that can shoot the basketball like Steph Curry. And so imagining him with LeBron James, you have to fantasize about it. But let me say a couple of things. Number one, LeBron James at 39 years of age, still a great, great player, still absolutely positively box office in every way imaginable. That LeBron James, I'm not giving up Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga is 21 years of age. He's 18 years younger than LeBron James, and he's just coming into his own. I'm not losing Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not doing it. I'm holding on to him for dear life. That's number one. Number two, I think that LeBron James, even though he poo-pooed this deal, I think we have to take into consideration how happy he is or lack thereof in Los Angeles. Because if you're LeBron James, here's the part that I mentioned last week that I'm going to mention to everybody again. It's not just about the Los Angeles Lakers and their vulnerabilities. It's about the power that exists in the West. Denver's not going anywhere. They're the reigning defending NBA champions. The Clippers are coming. They're in your town, sharing your arena, but are moving out after this year because they got their own new arena in Inglewood, California. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and these boys, they could win it all, you know. They could win it all. And so we have to pay attention to that. We've seen Oklahoma City on a come-up with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scoring over 30 in 39 games this season. We've seen the Minnesota Timberwolves as a top seed led by Anthony Edwards, who's a superstar blossoming before our very eyes. And they've got two 7-footers in Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, or at least a 6'11" dude and a 7-foot dude. And the combination of those two things make it very, very tough for the Denver Nuggets to figure out how to offset them. They beat them last year, but this is a better Minnesota Timberwolves team. And I didn't even bring up Sacramento and what they have at their disposal as the top 5 team in the Western Conference. Where are the Lakers? They're vying for a play-in spot. How about the Golden State Warriors, who've been winning games lately? Steph Curry with Jonathan Kuminga, with Draymond Green's presence obviously elevating them defensively. They're putting you on notice. They're not going anywhere. They're still a team to be reckoned with. Where does that leave the Lakers? We haven't seen what we expected to see from this team that went to the Western Conference Finals last year before the Denver Nuggets swept them. And if you're LeBron James, again, it is legitimate to ask this question. How comfortable are you going to feel being in Los Angeles if you're the fair weather stepchild? and the Clippers are a champion, if the Clippers win the championship this year, how easy do you believe it's going to be for LeBron James to be in a Lakers uniform with the Lakers being so-so? It's just a question. It's just a question. I'm not surprised this didn't come through. If you're Klay Thompson, pay attention, because you're not having the greatest season, even though you're still better than most. I would love to see Klay Thompson in a Lakers uniform, but that's with LeBron and Anthony Davis, not without LeBron. So I'm looking at things from that standpoint, and I'm saying, wait a minute, peeps. We got to pay attention to this. LeBron James, Steph Curry, that would have been phenomenal. But I can understand why it didn't happen. I truly can.